never know. You never knew.
These kind of things, like, that's why what we do on social media, because it's not exposed enough on social media. Like, we want to be that positive light for whoever.
Yeah.
Because nowadays a girl looks at themselves and says, like, I'm not pretty enough, or like, my ears are too big, like, because so and so's on Instagram who's got 2 million followers that they think is the coolest, most amazing person in the world, doesn't realize that that's not real. And like, we're just trying to like provide that light to people, like, nah, bro, like you are beautiful as the way you are, because that's how you were made
I
to
love
be.
that you're saying that. I have written down in my notes what are things I wanted to talk about in the podcast, and it was I've said this amongst my guys, but like this era that we're in of the filters, and like, like every single girl, all the girls we know in LA, and I turned to my boys, I said this like months ago, I was just like, yo, every one of these girls, like for most of their casual in and day out Instagram stories, they have filters that are all turned the way they look. And, these are already beautiful girls. And like, it's kind of, and then you see it in person, and we'll be like having a party here like late, and there's a bunch of, very pretty girls or whatever. But a lot of them, like, you could tell that they're like getting work. Like everyone's kind of starting to look the same, only because like these are wealthy girls, and they spend money on their appearance because they have to. And this is the rationalization is like, look, this is my industry. This is how, and it's very valid, because I know girls making absurd amount of money for how hot they are. So there's this unbelievable like standard, but like they don't even realize that like they're being they're being like really, really programmed by this and manipulated, and like there's validity to the root of what they're saying. But from how you're like your worst critic, like from an outside perspective, like I found them more attractive before the work. I found them more attractive without the filter, and I would like DM them
In the sweatpants. Like,
yeah.
I'm saying.
And it's something I've actually, one of the girls I follow like was going off about this and saying it, and I was like, yo, I was going to talk about this on my podcast, so you brought it up. But it's something that is bad. It's very, very bad for a multitude of reasons, but there's also like a huge ripple effect of this. Like these girls have tons of followers, and like, yeah, 50% of them or maybe more are horny guys that think they're hot. But there's also like a generation of girls who are looking to them as the standard.
That's what they should be. Like, that's what they should become. Bro, I'm the same way, because like like back in college, you're like find all these hot girls on Instagram. You're like, where are these girls? Like, I never run into these girls, because guess what, bro? They don't exist, because whatever they're putting out there, like, ain't real.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
This FaceTime shit, bro. Real. I've seen behind the curtain in LA. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it ain't real.
You ready?